Hi everybody, it's Will NY4, and I'm back with a second video on this great mod, Transfer Spaceships Across Universes. In the first video I did that. I took one of my ships, went through NG+, came back and recreated it in a matter of minutes. I didn't have to go to a special vendor, and I didn't have to buy it. But there's an additional feature of this mod, and it has to do with the mechanics of how this actually happens. After you've selected the ship that you want to save, you use the program to create a blueprint. That blueprint gets saved locally on your computer. You go through NG+, you come back and you upload it from your own computer, and there's your ship again. But the other feature of this is that blueprint can be shared. Well, it turns out that in almost no time, people have started to see the beauty of this, and they've started to upload their ships as mods to Nexus mods. Now, up to this time, if you wanted to have a ship in Nexus mods and share it with the rest of the world, you had to use the ship vendor framework, which it does involve having to build your ship in Creation Kit, and then you require ship vendor framework in order for it to work. And then when we download that ship, we have to actually go to a vendor that you've determined and buy it. The other way, of course, is people have kept their ships in a save game. So they upload the save game, you download it, and start to play in their character. But obviously, this is far from ideal. I think that this is going to expand dramatically once people understand it. And I hope that I can help spread that word, because some of the beautiful things that I see people have made on Reddit and Facebook and on the various sites, they're really great. And we all should have a chance to participate in using them. Now, I'm going to show you something that I would never have built on my own. I couldn't build it, which I just downloaded. Look at this thing. This is called the Juggernaut. This is a gigantic ship. It has 4 different engines in the back. It's massive, but it's so massive that it can't land anywhere except on an open field or on the landing pad where you bought it. I tried leaving this landing pad, and I couldn't go back on because it is so big. It truly is a battleship, and that one was on Nexus mod. Here it is, the Juggernaut. An importable battleship blueprint for transfer spaceships across the universes. That's not the only one. Here's Windaddict's custom shipyard. He's got, 12, or looks like 16 ships, which you can download. And I've done that. Serenity from Firefly blueprints. And then this one I'm going to do today for the demonstration. SDF-1 Super Dimensional Fortress Macross Robotech. This is based, I think, on a comic or an anime. I'm not up on that, guys. I'm sorry to tell you that. So I'm going to take you through step by step how to get this ship in your inventory. First of all, obviously, you go to the page, and the first thing you should look at is what the requirements are. Now, that big Juggernaut that had about 10 mods that you needed that allows more engines, more cockpits, more flips, and so on and so on. Here we see the only things that are required are the Transfer Spaceship mod and the script extender. So what you do, of course, is you select on it, and this doesn't get installed through the mod manager. It's a manual download. So we do a manual download, and that's coming up on my Explorer, which is not on your screen at the moment, but it will be as soon as I save this. Well, I have downloaded the SDF-1 file, zipped up. I have unzipped it, and you can see here that I have the SDF-1 text file, which I'm now going to copy. And in my case, I use Mod Organizer. So I'm going to open that up, go to Starfield, but now I go to the override folder. Here you see SFSE, plugins, spaceships, and you see them all. I'm now going to paste SDF1 in, and you can see it's down here at the bottom. If you don't have Mod Organizer, you would go to your Starfield folder, and this is the folder that has the exe in it, the main Starfield folder, and you would go to Data, and with that Mod Organizer, everything is underneath Data. So you would SFSE, plugins, spaceships, and so on. So let's now go to the game and actually bring that ship in. The next steps happen at the ship builder. And the ingenious way this mod works is it takes that blueprint, which I just downloaded, and it writes it over an existing blueprint. So you have to choose a ship that you're going to sacrifice, because the overwrite will obviously eliminate it. Now, even though I just downloaded this monster, I think that's the ship I'm going to sacrifice, because the fact of the matter is that I have not been able to figure out a way to get this thing to actually land anywhere at any of the cities. It's too big for spaceports. Even if I tried to reload it and land on this large shipbuilder, it still wouldn't work. So that's the ship that I'm going to give up. Of course, I have the text file. I can always bring it back. Okay, the next step is we go into the shipbuilder. We take that ship that is our home ship, and we have to change something. So I'm just going to go and delete a piece of this and back out of it. The next step is I have to do a hard save and then come back into the game. While we're back, we open up a console command. You can see over there, import ship layout, and this ship is SDF-1. Enter. Successfully imported. Now create a manual save, exit, and then reload. So let's do that. Well, here we are, and here's our ship. But obviously it's going to take a little something in order to make it work. So we have to go back into the shipbuilder. And you can see it is now our home ship. But I'm going to do the same thing I did before and go in and just find something to delete. Let's get rid of this marker right here. And now save it. Come back. And now we can actually go on and enter it. But just take a look for a second at what this thing is like. It's really quite amazing. So we'll go inside. That's the Docker. So let's go up and try and get to the cockpit. This is not exactly the style that I would like with all the ladders, but here it is. Now, Laren Kier has given us the warning that if you don't have the piloting skills, you're not going to be able to fly this ship. But, you know, I think that it shouldn't be a problem for me. So let's go in and take off. Wow, look at this thing. It's really something. Okay, well, I'm going to go back down to the spaceport and finish up here. Okay, well, we're back where we started, and even though this is a pretty big ship, it still fits on the landing pad. And I'm really happy to see that there, even from the last day, from when I started to do this video, 2 more ships have now been uploaded. So there's going to be a lot of choices for you guys. And remember, this ship is now in your text file. So if you go through NG Plus or you're playing with another character and want this ship, it's always going to be available to you as long as you're prepared to sacrifice one other ship to get it. So in my next video, I'm going to show the opposite. I'm going to show you how, if you have a ship, you can upload it so that everybody else will have access to it the way that I have gotten to this ship. So please subscribe to my video so you can get informed. Give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you next time. Thanks a lot. Bye.